Anybody can get an idea, but achieving it's a different thing. You've got to get a lot of help and a lot of support and a lot of good luck, which I've had. When we had the very first meeting, and I told the members that we had 140 members at the first meeting in the old clothing factory, and when I told them about the ideas that I'd seen in other places and what we could do for the community, they just laughed at me. Then we took over the clothing factory. We had to pay £20 a week to get it, but we secured a lease of that. I called a meeting. I got 200 mates to give me £5, $10 each to pay the first year's rent. And then that's how the League Club started.
Ray Ma, as I understand it, and it is true, in 1954 called together a group of people and asked them to contribute £5 each so that we could form a Leagues Club. I'm a long-time director of the Central Coast Leagues Club, 1980s when I first started. I did a 16 and a half year stint on the board. I've had 10 years off, and as soon as I retired, I decided that I better get back on the board and have another go. I'm now into my 26th year, and maybe the last, but we'll see what happens.
Probably at least 1,000 people walk into our building every day. Presently we fluctuate between 48,000 and 50,000 members. I've been in this role for the last 3 years, following the passing of Peter Reynolds, one of the Olympic champions of the Central Coast, and following on from our original founder, Ray Ma, who was chairman of this club for 52 years. So I'm very honoured to be in this position. It makes me feel very humble, having been a long-term resident of the Central Coast. The Central Coast is very interesting in that the original chairman of this club, Ray Ma, dubbed Gosford Wyong area the Central Coast.
You know, we're a community-based club. I mean, our initial, I suppose, thoughts are that we came here to help the community, and we've done that over a lot of years, since 1954 actually. I don't know how many thousands and millions of dollars we've given to the community. For example, this year in our local government area funding, we gave about something in the order of $250,000, and that's a lot of money. Coast Shelter, we decided, was providing necessary help to the homeless in particular.
The relationship between the Central Coast Leagues Club and Coast Shelter goes back many years. Quite a number of years ago, our men's refuge was actually going to have to close because there was no funding. And the Central Coast Leagues Club, and along with the other 42 clubs on the Central Coast, came to the assistance and over a number of years raised funds to keep that going. The Leagues Club has provided tremendous support and it provided accommodation for our community centre for a number of years and is now continuing to assist in keeping open the community centre, where more than 1,000 people a week go through that, who are provided with meals and all sorts of support, and with the generous assistance from the Leagues Club, that continues.
Apart from people thinking that this is just an ivory tower, it's not. We've got a heart. And we've got the Ray Ma Leagues field next door. I mean, that used to be a dump. When I was a young bloke driving around on a push bike, there used to be a dump next door. And the Leagues Club, years ago, provided the funds and filled in the dump.
The very original club, we only had one block of land. Now we've got 18 blocks of land. The club gradually grew and grew. Until 1961 we bought the land where the original club now is, and we gradually expanded from then. We opened the club in August 1961 with 2,000 people. They're on all 3 floors, including the roof. It was a tremendous night, and from then on the club just grew and grew. And up to the present time, we developed in 8 stages, and then we acquired 18 blocks around the club to give us the 4-acre site which we now have. In the meantime, of course, the club had done much to promote the community. We established the waterfront alongside the primary school. That was a swamp. The water used to come from the Broadwater over that. It was just a swamp. In 1972, we were responsible for the previous grandstand on Graham Park, to which we contributed about $70,000. And of course, since then we've been helping promote sport, and it's became what it is today. And the new Blue Tongue Stadium, our contribution towards that was $700,000.
I mean, having been here so long, we're an icon, if you like, but we provide a place for people to come. There are a lot of lonely people out there, by the way.
Well, the people are so friendly, and as soon as you walk in, you feel like you're home. You know, it's they will say, hello, how are you this morning, and good morning, and it is like a family to us. I don't want to do any more crocheting or tapestries. So we go down there and we have a bit of fun. If there was a Central Coast Championship poker machine player, I'd enter.
Over the years, I've always noticed that they've always been involved in giving back to the community in one way or another. Last year, they let me go in the corporate box at the Central Coast Mariners because they knew how much I loved the Mariners. So they invited me there for one of the games, and we got treated like royalty for the whole game. I just really feel like it's a place that you can come here and feel like you're part of the community.
Over the period of time, the Central Coast Leagues Club has been involved in much of the entertainment in the Gosford area.
We had all the big names at that time: Johnny Farnham, Cole Joy, Sandy Scott, Little Paddy, Judy Stone. We even had the Bee Gees when they were young boys living up in Brisbane. In 1961, Digger Needham, who was the manager of the Central Coast Leagues Club at that time, rang me and asked me would I be interested in being their vocal compere in at the Leagues Club. Well, I was absolutely amazed and delighted to say yes, because it was a huge club and it was the focal point in Gosford at that time.
I've been backed by very good staff and supporters over the years, and I owe a lot to them.
We've been here for such a long time that you'll see within our staffing members, people who've been here for 15 and 20 years is not unusual. They will always give me a comment about what the club looks like, and I remember when it was just a little tin shed. Now we have this big building which we've lit up a little bit differently and given it a bit of a spruce up.
Everything that hasn't been touched for a long time has now been touched. It's all been painted, touched up. We've moved things around the place.
We have a vision for what we wish to be, and we wish to be part of the whole of the Central Coast, and particularly Gosford's upgrade of the waterfront.
A lot of people make contributions in their lifetime. My main contribution was the League Club, and clubs are, they're a wonderful place for people to meet.
Yes, it's very important in most elderly people's lives, and they can go there and have a meal if they don't feel like cooking. So, no, I don't know what I'd do without it. I couldn't stay home. It's our life. The club is our life.
I just feel like this place is part of our community, and I couldn't imagine Gosford without the Central Coast Leagues Club. It'd be like ripping the heart out of the place. It's just a special place.
The Central Coast Leagues Club is not just a big casino. It's a caring facility. Another organisation where supporting is Surf Life Saving Central Coast. We've become a partner with them only recently, and we believe that is something else, another area where we can direct our funds, because they do such a wonderful job on the Central Coast patrolling our beaches.
I knew what it could achieve, and I suppose in one sense it was a way of giving back. If nobody makes a contribution, nothing happens.
Happy birthday, Central Coast Leagues Club.
And you deserve all the success that you get.
And thank you, Raymar, for what you did initially to kick us off.